Hi everyone, this is Charlie from Keep Drawing Charlie here, and I wanted to introduce you all to my new studio. And I wanted to go over some of the projects that I've been doing this past year and getting you up to date on what's currently happening. I'll give you a little tour of the studio a little later as well. And I wanted to say thank you for sticking by. I know I've not made any big videos in a while. I had a lot happening last year. And that meant that really I was concentrating just on making the puppets for clients and not really making the videos as much. So sort of late 2022, I was like, wow, I'm really outgrowing my dining room. I'd like to be able to make more than one puppet at a time. I got really lucky, and the studio I applied to, they let me rent the room that I wanted, even though there was like 5 people interested in it. So I ended up renting that sort of like, it was like March or May 2023. Super excited, moved in. Later on that year I got to work on a load of dragon puppets. I chose to take on quite a few at a time because I was like, I have the space. I can now make like 5 of these in one go. I took 4 commissions. I decided to make one on the side as well. And it turns out sort of batch making like that isn't really my thing. I thought it would be super easy. I'd make like 5 heads, then I'd make like the internals of the heads, and then I'd make all the horns, and then I'd do it like that, you know, I'd make the bodies all together, that kind of thing. Turns out that spending what, like 2-3, like almost a month solid on just sewing arms together, like 16 arms, wasn't for me. I couldn't do that anymore. I was like dragging my feet. Oh, I got diagnosed for ADHD like partway through, which explains a lot as well. Like I really love making puppets because I love seeing the progress as they go, and I love seeing like bring them to life in that way. And then when you're making like 5 of them and you're all stuck at the same stage and you don't feel you've made progress even though like you are doing something, for me that doesn't make me feel very great, and it makes me feel like I can't do it in that way. So it's a fun ADHD thing. Maybe I'll get medicated soon, who knows. Managed to get them all done, but that kind of takes us to beginning of 2024, where I was still working on the puppets. I had released like the head pattern, which did great. Thank you to everybody who did buy that. That has really helped me as well. And so it got to the beginning of 2024. I owed a load of money in taxes that I didn't realise, so I dealt with that. That was fine. I just wasn't prepared for it. That was my fault. And then I had basically at that point sort of spent all the money from the puppet commissions just on living, really on like rent and bills, and I still hadn't finished them. So I started off 2024 in not a great place financially, and I've learnt from that. Never again will I be taking on 4 commissions in one go, okay? I'm gonna keep it like staggered at this point. I want to get to mostly the end of a puppet before I take on another one and take somebody's money. Never want to be in that situation again. I haven't learned from it. But that is also why you didn't really hear from me, because I was sort of like neck deep in going, I need to finish these things for like certain deadlines. So got them done, that's fine. All those puppets from that batch have been finished. The one I did on the side, I'll bring out in a minute. You might have seen some photos of them. I've taken around to a couple of puppet performances, as well as the little white one, the little maned imp dragon. There is a plan to make some adjustments to her and get her out for sale for adoption. So that will be coming soon. I do need to do those updates still to her. On top of that, the studio move. So I moved into like the other studio, was there for like a year and a half. Lots of things happened. My fiance and I got incredibly lucky finding a house we could actually buy, with parents' help, of course. So we moved in like slap bang in the middle of a load of puppet performances I was doing, which was so stressful, all so fun and stressful. And then, I made sure to not overlap the house move and the studio move too much. We were here for about a month and a half before I slowly moved the studio over. My parents came over, and for a like a couple of weekends. They helped organize and build and like ferry me back and forth, picking up stuff from like the timber yard and things like that. And we made a space specifically for me to build in, and it's fantastic. I will give you a tour around in just a moment. So moved in here, I then took a week off because I hadn't stopped since about mid-May, and this was early August at this point. So took a week off, decompressed, very much needed, come back to it, started on the next puppet. I'm very excited to show you. Her name is Kotama. She's also being built for a client, but I had a hand directly in the designing stage as well, which is always fun for me because then I can't blame anybody else if I'm making something and I'm going, this is so complicated, who would design this? It would be me. So I will be showing you that very, very shortly. And this one is the one I'm going to build all in one go. I've like started on the head, I've like started on the body. I'm making sure I'm always doing something. I'm never getting stuck going, oh no, it feels too much. Because there are days where it does feel like that. But I'm lucky in that what I do, I can pivot, I can find something else. As you can see also, I have Tatsuko with me. I did remake their head for some performances earlier on this summer. So they now are nice and updated and look like my new dragons actually should. So yeah, long time coming, really glad I got to give them an upgrade. I will be updating the body probably next year as well because I want to bring that back up to like the level that I want to be at. This puppet actually has 3D printed teeth because when I was back in the other studio, a very kind person like helped me 3D print them and they designed some hinges. So now they hinge, I mean they hinge as well as the other ones did, but like, you know, they take a printer 40 minutes to print, whereas it previously would take me a couple of hours of wrangling stuff. So that's fantastic as well. So yeah, looking forward to hopefully putting 3D elements into my puppets that I will print. Have plans to get a resin 3D printer. Finances aren't quite there yet, hoping that in the sales for the end of this year, I might be able to grab one then. But otherwise I'm sorted on the stuff I need to do until then, so that's no problem. Other project-wise, I have finally started planning for a large kobold puppet. This will be one that like walks in front of me. I'm hoping to make this. This is all just going to be for me. I have no idea what I'm doing. I've never made a puppet like that before, but I'm excited to try. People over on my Patreon have already seen a video of like the full-scale drawings I've done. I'm gathering resources, gathering information, gathering toilet tubes at the moment just to make like a proof of concept so that I have an idea that yes, this is what I can do and it can be achieved. I'm just not very engineering minded. I can like do the finishing touches, like the fur fabric, the painting, love that. I can manufacture that sort of stuff. The engineering behind it, not something I'm strong with, so I'm learning all about hinges, learning about ball socket joints. If you would like to support my journey on that and see what comes out of it, best place to do that would be Patreon, because then you get the updates for everybody else as well. I think, depending on when I get this video out, you'll be the second lot to know about it. Super interesting. So yeah, trying to make more content now is a big thing. I would like to get more videos out. I would like to interact with you all a lot more. It has just been like 2023 and 2024 have just been like out of my mind, crazy, you know. Oh, we got a dog as well. That would have, yeah, that helped as well. I'll see if I can get him on camera in a bit, but I don't want him knocking over the tripod. Right, let's get you down. There we go. So, if you're at Confuzzled this year, you might have seen this little one. I debuted her at Confuzzled, and she has been to London with me for... She has been to London with me for a walk around puppets for a goth market, which was very cool. Alternative goth market, lovely people there. There we go. We get your mane down properly. Hopefully that's all in frame okay. this is the little one that will be for sale. As much as I'd love to keep her, the performances I do are all very interactive. And I don't want white puppets specifically for that because they get dirty like far too quick with kids interacting with them and things. So she was the one I made to kind of like test my new patterns for maned imp puppets, for a client puppet. So she's a little bit more blocky headed than my my actual makes of maned imp puppets. But otherwise she just needs a bit of a clean up. I will be adding some long fur fabric along here because she's mostly minky, but I've decided I don't like the sort of face shape too much from the front, and I want some like longer fur to help kind of like hide that. So yeah, she's a sort of like learn as I go type of puppet. And actually the wings on newer puppets will be slightly more to the side as well. Hers are a bit far back because you won't be able to see like the beautiful gradient as much, which is a shame. But yeah, super pleased with her build. She's puppeted right from the center here, so it always looks like she's cuddling onto you. I do need to thread sculpt these toe beans as well. Yes. Wow. All right. Ah, magic is shattered. The illusion is shattered. I can't even get it quite right, can I? Right, I think we'll do a look around the studio then. What happens if you put Tatsuko's head on the... A monstrosity, my goodness. Whack. Whack. Right, let's show you around the place. Who is this in my studio? Who is this? Who is this thief? Look, he's so handsome though. He's so handsome though. He's so beautiful. But he's in the way of me giving a tour of my studio. Alright, you sit, bum. Sit. Good boy, can we lie down? Yes. Alright, you're gonna wait there, please. So I've got to give a tour now. Okay? Good boy. Alright, this is my studio. Complete with puppy dog. So I didn't actually clean up before I showed you guys this. It's my fault, but hey ho. So this is a lovely, great big worktop space that I stole from my mum. Thanks, mum. I think my dad built it for her like ages back, and it includes all this wonderful space that I can whack all my fur fabric in, so I don't have to worry too much about boxes and storing it. This is Kotama, actually. This is currently what they look like. Blink, blink. There we go. This dog is following me around everywhere. Part of the Minky fabric needs to go back in the Minky fabric place. And here, this is the Kobold. This is how big the Kobold is going to stand. So you can sort of see my technical, like, well, it's barely technical, but at the very least my full life sketches. So it'll come up to sort of like just above my hip. For that. This is my little workspace. I think eventually I will have 3D printer here when in use, and then potentially out the way when it's not in use. Underneath these kobolds, what you can see here is a fumigation station, basically a fume hood that connects out the window there with that thing. And it means that any harmful smells from doing any gluing or any airbrushing or hopefully any resin printing, be able to get those smells straight out the window and it'll all be grand. So yeah, I mean obviously I'm an absolute mess. So that is just what it is. This is the industrial sewing machine. This is where I sew everything. Got lots of stickers on there. So I picked up at Confuzzled. Oh, we're having a wine. Oh, he's down. R.I.P. And I also have my collection of vintage 1980s G1 My Little Pony. This is the girliest thing I do, and I love it. I love my babies, and they're all way up there as well. So stable, so cute. Building up my cute things here from Japan, from China, from my fiance. Go back over here. So you saw me standing over here previously. This is another workbench. This is kind of packaging supplies down there. Just storage area for stuff. All my foam. I've got these. I think these boxes are sort of meant for shoes, but they work perfectly for everything I need. I've got fusee tapes, various weird puppet making supplies, all my tech in that drawer, pens, pencils, that sort of situation. Pokemon cards. These are my shelves. I put these shelves up myself, sort of. I sort of did. There are all my fursuit heads that I really want to do this year and next year. And up there is a plush toy of a dragon puppet I made for a client a couple of years ago, which is very, very cool. She had it made into a plush toy for her puppet troupe. So yeah, and then if we pull back a bit and we go upwards, we've shoved some Kallax units up on the walls, which is great, along with all my, look up there, my tiny Pokemon. And then this is right now where Tatsuko and the little white dragon stay. Got my cricket machine, my level, so you know it's level. Nice. The plan also is to get some netting up here so that I can put puppets up there and out of the way, and similar here so that I then have use of putting things on the top of that as well. So there we go. So there we are. That is my studio. I also have a great big mirror here so that I can check what the puppets look like when they're on me, so that they will look good and right and everything. So there we go. Fabo. Oh, can't hold it that side. You know I'm not used to doing videos, are you? My studio. So yeah, lots to happen here. It'll be very exciting, and continues to be exciting. Was exciting, is exciting, will continue to be very exciting. And yeah, just can't wait to kind of like paint some murals up here. I'm gonna paint my bunnies on one side of the wall there. Can't wait to paint the house, like whatever colours we want. Wild to own something and not fear a landlord kicking you out for whatever reason they have these days. So there we go. I think the only downside to this absolutely beautiful is there's this wonderful log fire here that will never get any use because it'll make my fur fabric smell, or I'm scared of it. So that's a shame, but hey ho, it is what it is. Thank you so much, Theodore, for just being so in my way. So, future plans. Kobold puppet should be fun. Not made something like that before, so we'll see how that goes. I do plan on taking videos as I go on that, and showing those off to everybody. Probably as shorts, and then a big video at the end. I will be making a TikTok. I will not be putting it on my main phone. I will be putting it on an old phone so that I don't lose myself to that app, because I've seen many people do it and I know that I will. So search Keep Drawing Charlie on there and I should be on there. What else? I do plan on making the head of the maned imp dragon a pattern that is available to purchase, much like the Luck Dragon one. That is on the cards for, I don't know when, soon maybe? I should stop saying soon because nothing happens soon, everything gets in the way. But it's on the cards. I would love to get like the whole pattern for a Luck Dragon out to people, but it is complicated and I'm still not happy with how the arms and the legs are specifically. I'm pretty comfortable with the body, belly, spine, fur, like, but doing that as a pattern doesn't really work a lot of the time because you're going to be printing out 30 sheets of paper for something, because it's like, oops, it's like that long, longer than that actually. The bodies for the LiQWYD is about 1.5 meters. So you're gonna have to bear with me until I find a way to get that information out to people in a productive way that people can replicate properly. So I'd like to, we will see how that happens. Otherwise, if there's things people want to see from me, I'm like more than happy to hear that out, depending on my schedule, what I'll be able to do. The puppet making is a fun thing for me, and I'm incredibly privileged to be self-employed in that way, but I do still have a part-time job because it is not quite there yet. Cost of living is insane, so it's a balancing act for me right now as to the building side for business, the building side for fun, and another part-time job that I need to keep afloat, you know? I've got a mortgage to pay now, that's wild. So bear with me on things. There's many ideas I have, there's just not enough time in the day. And the dog side, and he agrees, clearly. So yeah, but like, positive note, I'm working in my own house now. I have immediate access to everything I want to build. There are heads up there that I want to finish and make into like my persona, practice, like start building heads for other people potentially. Like, I'm excited about the future. I have fur fabric out the wazoo. I want to use it. So keep an eye out, like follow, please. I'm gonna do the shitty generic thing, but like hit that fucking subscribe button, bro. Like the video. Comment, tell me what you want to see me build. I want that inspiration back, you know? I kind of want to just go and paint something. It's just the time, you know? It's like I need to earn money. Everything's tough right now, and I know that you guys have the same situation. So we're just trying to get by. I'm trying to get by creatively. I'm very thankful that like I can, and I'm excited to see where it goes in the future. I'm excited to take you lot along with me on that journey. And hopefully, you know, you'll be able to learn some things. You'll be building your own puppets. That'll be fantastic. All right, I love you all very much. Thank you so much for watching. It's been a very long video. I hope you've had it on the background that I've sounded fun and interesting. I'd love to get a microphone, genuinely. I don't have the money for it. Like, yo, if you want to donate a microphone, hit me up. I would love that. I'd love to talk into one of those little fluffy things, clip it on me, sound amazing. But right now, recording you on my phone, and that's just how it's gonna have to be for a bit. So yeah, love you guys lots. Thank you very much for watching, listening, interacting, and I will see you in videos much sooner than I have been over the last year. Watch, I didn't hit record. No, I did hit record, that's okay.